Hey everyone, it's a beautiful day here in California and welcome back to my digital creator series. Hopefully you've enjoyed the interviews that we're doing so far. And if you're creative, if you're an influencer, a blogger, or you just want to know more about social media and style, we have the perfect guest today. This is Janine of Own Your Style UK. Janine, how are you?
I'm fine. It's absolutely brilliant to be with you here today. Thanks for having me, darling.
You look super fabulous. I have to ask the first question. Who are you wearing today?
Well, today I'm wearing a little number from a boutique that I go to, but I did have to have a little look in the label because it's not new. It's QED London, and I think you can get it in various different places actually. But I absolutely love it. I'm rocking this sort of rainforest train.
It's gorgeous. I love that you called it a number. It's more than just a garment. It's a number. It's a whole look, honey.
It is a number. It's a brilliant dress.
Gorgeous. Oh, how pretty.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I have to tell you, your style is so fantastic. I've met you briefly at an event, and I had already been on your Instagram and seen that you just have such fun with fashion. That's how I would describe your style is, you never shy away from color. You are always so vibrant and have so much fun with fashion. Can you describe your style for the people here that have not seen your Instagram yet?
Absolutely, of course I can. Everybody has their own style, and hence why actually the name of my business is Own Your Style, because we all have to be individual, and my individual style is being very romantic but creative. I've never been sort of like a follower of fashion to the norm. I love fashion and I love trends, but I love girly girl style. I love sort of frills, ruffles. I absolutely adore sequins and anything that sparkles. I'm like a magpie for anything like that. I love pretty fashion, but I always have to kind of dress it differently or add some color or add some creative wow to it. So mine is like a romantic, dramatic style.
And it's so wonderful. It's great to follow you on social media, and every day I think, oh, what's she gonna wear today? You have such great style, I think naturally, but can we discuss your business and how you help styling others, and talk about your clients a little bit and what they look for and how you zhuzh them up?
Okay, well actually I am a style coach, and I'm uniquely trained as a life coach and a personal stylist, which is absolutely amazing, because a lot of people, when they come to me, it's like they've lost confidence in their style. They've lost who they are through the decades over time. They might have had children, or they've got a career change or something that's happened, and they kind of feel like that they've lost themselves. Not everybody, but some people who come to me. And it's absolutely brilliant because we go through my kind of steps to style. We understand people's and define their style personality. We look at their body shape and we work out actually what really, really suits them. But most importantly, it's about what's right for them and making them authentically themselves. I do color analysis, so I look at what colors work for people, so that in the end, when they leave me, they know what body shape they are, what style they really are, so they're not following the trends and what other people are wearing.
Right.
They know what colors suit them, and we can do wardrobe detoxes as well, where we look through the wardrobe and pick out styles that really suit them. And I've spent this morning actually online with a lovely lady doing one of those for 3 hours today. And literally going through somebody's wardrobe and decanting it and getting my eyes on it to help them really define their style. So then when they go out shopping, they're no longer kind of overwhelmed and going into a shop going, well, will that suit me? Won't that suit me? But they know what really, really works for them. So they buy what works for them, they wear what works for them, and they save money in the long run too, because they're not buying stuff that they don't wear anymore, because we all only wear like 20% of our wardrobes generally, 80% of the time. So that is what I do. I literally bring people joy and happiness through style. So I love it.
That's amazing. And that's why I love fashion too, because it's a mood booster, and it certainly lifts your mood if you're having a bad day. You're setting them up with the tools that they need. So like you said, they're confident in going into a store and knowing what works for them. But as far as your personal style, who do you draw inspiration from, and where do you sort of get your creative juices flowing?
I've always been very, very eclectic. It's a really difficult question to answer with one person, because I've gone through my life literally sort of like a bit like a pinball machine, kind of gone from different styles till I've really found out and discovered that I am quite an eclectic in my style. So I can never pinpoint that down to one person, really, if I'm totally honest. I take my style inspiration literally from everything that I see around me. And sometimes I'll see a trend and think I want to go for that. I really love it. But the good thing is I also know when a trend isn't for me. Like, I'm not a classic dresser. I can't do that whole twin set pearl kind of look thing that goes on. It's just not me. So, you know, I just know my style, and I know that I like a bit of a quirkiness to it, but I can't really pinpoint it. I mean, Sarah Jessica Parker, which is, you know, an obvious one, is like a super big influence. I mean, I see her and I think, oh my God, amazing. You know, as Carrie Bradshaw, as we know, Sex and the City. But then there's lots of other people that I see around now as well, you know, that I see and I think, oh my God, that's an amazing dress. But I know when I gotta have it. Do you get that feeling inside too? Yeah. You know that feeling when you love something, you just need to have it and own it and wear it and love it. And that's the feeling I love.
Me too. And I have sort of a rule that if I don't love it and if I can't stop thinking about something, I have to buy it. But if it's sort of like, oh, this is, you know, it's sparking joy, as Marie Kondo would say, yeah, for 1 minute, but then it goes away. But if I keep thinking about something and thinking about a certain type of outfit or whatever, I have to have it. And like you said, I actually sort of find that putting the outfits together it's more fun for me than just buying one dress and throwing it on. And it's the way that you put outfits together that's so inspiring. Like Sarah Jessica Parker does. She sort of loves certain things and just throws it all in at once, and it just somehow works. But for people that have questions about, you know, whether it's too much or not enough, how do you lead them in the way to find their own personal style that works for them? Because what might work for you obviously doesn't work for everybody.
And that's totally it. And that's the importance of taking them through like the steps to style. So we look at somebody's style personality, and there's loads of questions I ask them about that. We look at somebody's lifestyle as well, because think how important that is. There is absolutely no point going out shopping for going out clothes if you don't have a lifestyle that goes that way anymore. If you don't go out on a Friday night like you used to, and you're still buying clothes all the time as if you did, you're not buying clothes for your lifestyle. So the important thing of what I have to do, and any personal stylist has to do, is get to know the client that you're working with, and they have to get to trust you as well. And the more you dig into their lifestyle and understanding them, and then working and looking at, as I say, their body shape and the colours that suit them, then their literal confidence grows, the transformation really comes out, and they feel confident in what they're buying. When you know what it's like, when you feel good, you look good, you feel good. And that's kind of how it works.
That's wonderful. Well, I have to ask how you're staying motivated during this crazy lockdown. Obviously, you have a lot of internet virtual calls going on, but how are you staying motivated? Has the lockdown made you more productive, or has it made you less productive?
I have been on the Corona coaster. Let me say that again. I have been on the Corona coaster, let's call it, a roller coaster of it. I've had weeks where I felt like really motivated in my business and what I'm doing. And then I've had other weeks and other days where I felt really, really low and haven't been able to put my finger on it. But part of what I do and what I speak to other ladies about a lot is our confidence and getting up each day and, you know, going through the whole process of setting your day up the right way, like waking up and doing some exercise, going through my whole gratitude process and being thankful for the small things that I have, like my health and my family's health around me, and that the sun is shining and I can go out for a run, even though I can't go out and maybe be able to do any more than that, but we've been able to do that. And I've kept myself going with the small things. And then, I introduced like my Instagram lives to keep like motivation going with other ladies as well. We've been talking through that. I've done some online style courses in some of my groups for people too, just to keep people's morale and motivation going. So I've kind of kept myself busy in that way, because if I didn't, I think I would have really, really dipped a lot.
So I've noticed on your social media, you're not only super positive all the time, but you're very active with Instagram stories, Instagram Live. You interviewed actually a lovely gal named Gemma that we're going to be seeing here on Digital Creator Series. But I have to ask, what do your non-social media savvy friends and family think about what you do? And is it hard for them to understand creating because it's not really their world?
Absolutely. I think that sometimes they think I'm crackers because I will spend quite a lot of time working on it. I know I go on to my children, put your phones down, and they'll go, Mum, you're a fine one to talk.
You're one to talk.
Yeah. But I do try and level out the amount of time that I spend on it. I think that friends can find it very, very difficult to relate and understand why you're doing what you do. Like my friends will see me put photographs up, and I sometimes have to say, you have to remember that is a photograph taken in a snapshot of time in that day that I might have then changed out of that or whatever. In saying that, I do keep my Instagram pretty real and my Facebook pages I don't often, what you see on there is what I've worn that day or the day before. I haven't got to the point yet where I'm going out and doing massive photo shoots with lots of different dresses on different days. But yeah, I think it's a whole different world that a lot of them can't really get their heads around, and they think am I some sort of like sort of media starlet now or something, which I don't see or feel or think I am in any way, shape or form.
I think that really prevents people from posting more on Instagram and things like that. I have a couple friends, and actually my sister as well, that have said to me, well, you know, if I dress up too much, people will say to me, oh, well, who do you think you are? And where are you going? And I think that's so counterproductive in terms of feminism, in terms of just being a nice person. And do you see that from your clients, that sometimes they feel like it's going to come across as arrogant? I hate that.
I think probably I feel that I would see that more from my friends and family. I worry more about what they would think than I do, funnily enough, clients. And that I think people who don't know me, you know, I'm just putting it out there and I am being who I am. But people who know me, I worry sometimes with some of the photographs and some things that they'll think, oh my God, what's she done that for? You know, when it's something slightly different that I've done. Then the judge comes in, the old imposter syndrome comes out then, and you do start worrying more what people think of you. But actually, the one person that doesn't ever worry me is like my husband. That doesn't ever worry me what I put out there, because he's like fully supportive of what I do. And it just makes you giggle, the same as you, with the amount of sort of men that you have literally flocking to follow you. That I
think it's all the lingerie shoots. I think I really bring that on myself. Yeah. But I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. But that doesn't faze me. That doesn't faze me at all. But it does, yeah, I do sometimes think, oh, I wonder what my friends think of that. Because I'm still the same person. Absolutely. Right.
It's different for a stranger's opinion that you see on Instagram or a comment, but then if it's someone that you really love, like I started this new show called God TV, a little cheap plug, you should be following God TV, everybody that's watching. But when my actual real life friends and family said they tuned in, I went, oh my gosh, like, what did you think? Like, now I'm really freaking out. Yeah, it's scary, but I'm sure that anyone that knows you or is about to know you from this interview that follows you will get nothing but positivity from your feed. And you did mention having a great support system, which that is so important. And speaking of support, I have to ask who you like supporting on social media, whether it be a blogger, an influencer, a brand. What sort of feeds are you following that bring you a lot of joy and positivity?
I think you've hit the nail on the head there. Only follow feeds that bring you joy and positivity. Let's just say that you can follow a lot of people who don't then bring you joy and positivity and bring you down. And I've done that a lot, and that's not good for anybody's world. So follow the people that bring you joy. The people who bring me joy are people, that I've met in real life, like you guys, and I think you've already interviewed Amanda, Ginger Mum Style, and Isabel, Wardrobe Edit, and obviously you've got Jem coming up as well. And then I have fashion bloggers and influencers that I follow because I absolutely adore their style. Again, it's a real eclectic mix of people who I follow, but I do try not to get dragged down too many rabbit holes, as I call it, because you find you could spend the whole day on social media if you're not careful.
It's so true. It is a black hole, and you have to do it in a positive way. And, you know, and a lot of your posts and the other girls that you mentioned, their posts are so uplifting, and you guys stay very real. And that's why I think you've done so well in the influencing and style categories. Final question though, what is next for Janine, and what is next for your business?
Right. Well, I've had to pivot, as we call it lately, pivot a lot, because obviously in lockdown I haven't been able to see my lovely clients who I had booked in. So I'm looking forward to being able to see them when we come out of this. But I've taken a lot of my services online, which is absolutely amazing. I do online style masterclasses, 6-week programs for ladies to help them with their confidence and style. I do online wardrobe detoxes now as well. I write for some local magazines too online, and I blog on my own website. So yeah, loads and loads of things. So busy really working on everything to keep myself online, but things that when we come out of this as well, so I can, you know, hit the ground running and really help those ladies that I've had to postpone from March till whenever we get back out there.
Right. And we don't know when that's going to be. But until then, it's great to hear that you're hustling and keeping busy and making that positive flow continue on Instagram with your amazing feed. So Janine, thank you so much for your time. Everyone watching, please go follow Janine at Own Your Style UK for some style inspo. And of course, all of the information for her business is on that Instagram page. So go now and follow it. Janine, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me, darling. Thank you.
We'll chat soon. Everybody, thanks for watching. There's more California Digital Creator Series coming up, so stay tuned for more.